OpenArt AI Masterclass ControlNet poses versus standard prompts. OpenArt is one of the most powerful AI tools for creating detailed and consistent visuals, but most beginners only use basic prompts and miss out on advanced control features. And this is where ControlNet comes in. It gives you precise control over poses and structure while still keeping the creativity of AI. So let's go over to OpenArt, which we have opened right here. Now we're going to go and we're going to generate an image. So from here, I'm going to go over to image and you can see some previous images that have been generated. I'm just going to generate a new one. So I'm going to erase this previous prompt I have put in. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to create an image using this model here is selected. So we have Nano Banana Pro. If you want to go with a different model, then you can go with any of these down here. Or you could just go to auto and then let OpenArt choose the model best for your generation. So after the model, you have the prompt box, and in here you want to put in your prompt for your image. So there we go. That is the prompt. It says I want a futuristic female warrior, cinematic lighting, detailed armor, glowing background. And then I have auto polish here. So I'm going to turn that off because I don't want any variations or changes to the prompt that I put in. And then for your image generation, you even have options here to add in any references. So you can add in different kinds of visual references, such as an image or a character or any worlds. And you can add those in and then put in your prompt and then generate that. So I just need an image of something like this, and then we'll go down and then we have our settings. So this is going to be the output, and I could go here and change to 16:9, and then for the resolution you have 2K and 4K. Select that, and then down here you can get up to 4 generations. So if I want more than one generation or variations of this image that's going to be generated from this prompt, I can do that. I'm going to keep it to 1 and just click on generate. And then our image that needs to be generated is queued, and let's just wait a second, and it's being generated. And there we go. This is our generation. So let's open it up and see. And this is our futuristic female warrior, and we do have cinematic lighting, and we have detailed armor, of course, perfect, and we have a glowing background. And honestly, that is what is expected with OpenArt. You get strong visuals, good lighting, detailed textures, and an overall polished look. So now, even though we have a great generation, the problem is that the pose and the angle of the character was not under my control. And that is how standard prompting works. The AI handles everything, the style, pose, and layout based on your text. So now if I go back over to the text or my prompt, I can see here that I did not add in something like full body visible. So if I added in that, then I could have seen the full body view of the female warrior and take a look at all of the armor. But then again, I would not be in control of the pose. Now I could add in the camera angle too. Now, whenever I'm talking about prompting in OpenArt, I do mention to put in the camera angle. Or if you want the full body visible, then put that in. Or if you want a neutral background, put that in. But still, you don't have that much control over the pose. So getting the camera angle and the pose exactly the way that you want isn't possible with just the text prompt. So if you just put in the text and you give it the prompt, then you don't always get it, and you do need to go over with a couple of generations. When you have image generation here, and if you go down to the image generation tools, so let's go over here and you have image and then all these tools available. So you have camera angle control, and so if you go over to camera angle control, you see that you can choose an image to change the angle. So you're going to add in an image, and now this is an extra condition that has been placed in here, which you can use to guide the AI. And for example, if you go to image creation here and you add in visual references such as an image or, details which are not simply the text, so things additional to the text prompt that you've added in. Those, when you add them, those become an extra condition, which helps the AI understand exactly what it is you want. So that is basically ControlNet, and that is what you want to use in order to get better results. So let's go ahead and fix the camera angle and pose it together. And for that, I'm going to go back. I'm going to choose the camera angle control here. So now in order to solve that problem, we're going to be using ControlNet, and ControlNet is basically an advanced feature in AI art tools. And what it does is that it adds structure to your generations. And it works by using reference inputs alongside your prompt. This helps the AI follow a clear direction when creating images. So for example, when you have your text prompt over here and you have nothing else, then that would be your standard prompt. Now, when you would add in details in addition to the text prompt, such as any images, any reference images, any elements, then that would give the AI a clearer direction to follow. And that way you won't get images like this, where you got a pose and a camera angle that you did not intend or did not want. You will be able to get an image exactly like you want with those references. And now, where can you find this ControlNet? The ControlNet is basically all of these extra conditions that you add in along with your prompt. So over here, when you have any visual references that you can add in, this is basically ControlNet, the images that you add in. So here you can add in images. Here you can add in any character or any world. And further, if you go over here to the other tools available, then you have all these image tools. And from here, if you go over to camera angle, then here again, you can choose an image to change its angle. So when you put in the image and then you access different sides of it, or you get generations of different angles for that image, then this is ControlNet. And the same thing goes for videos. So here, when you have videos and when you generate a video from a frame and you give it a reference of a picture of an image, and then get a video out of that, in addition to a textual prompt, then again, this is ControlNet. And so I hope you got the general idea. So now let's go back to our image generation. And here we're going to create an image. And this time we're going to add in a visual reference, and that reference will be an image. So we're going to use the same prompt that we used to get this image, but this time we're going to be using ControlNet, and then you'll be able to see the difference between the two generations. So over here, I've put in the same prompt that we used to get this image here. I hope you remember, it says futuristic female warrior, cinematic lighting, detailed armor, glowing background. So we have the same prompt. Now I'm going to add in the reference image. I'm going to drag and drop it, and it is this image over here. So as you can see, let me just drag this and drop it. I'm going to open up the image and show you as well. So let's click here, and then here you have the image. So now you have a completely different camera angle, and it's a little higher up, and then you have the character turned over a little bit, and you're getting this side. And then you can also notice the hands. So one hand is up here, one is up here, and then that is the pose. So let's try and see if we can get that. So now you've added in the reference image and you've put in the same prompt. The only addition you're going to make here is you're just going to reference to follow this. So here I'm just going to add that in, and there we go. So I'm going to put in match pose and camera angle from, and now I'm going to reference that. So I'm going to put in from image 1. And so we have the image referenced and we have the same prompt, just some added information on referencing this image. So then let's go ahead, and the model is auto, and go down here, check your settings, click on generate, and there we go. Now our image is generated, and let me just open it up and show you. And this is how it looks up close. So it's really detailed, and you can see how the camera angle is exactly how we have in the reference image. And then also the hand placement and the legs and the direction of the face the direction of the body, everything is really in accordance with the reference image. So if you look at the reference image and this image side by side like that, then here you can see that the image is, they are exactly alike, and you just cannot get more accurate than this. So this is the style that we wanted, and it has been followed perfectly. So, and this is all due to the reference image that we put in. So this is the reference image here, and this is the prompt. So over here, we can also go over the image that was generated out of just the prompt. So when we put in just the prompt, this is the image. And then when we put in the reference image, then this is what we got. And you can even compare these two side by side. So in other words, we notice that this time the pose closely matches the reference image that we uploaded. The body position, direction, and overall structure stayed consistent. And at the same time, the style still comes from your prompt. So now it's not something exactly like this. The details that we put in of futuristic female warrior, that has been followed. So the style, and we also put in detailed armor and cinematic lighting, and these were the details that we put in, and the style actually still does come from the prompt that we put in, but the pose and the camera angle still comes from the reference image. Now, I would like to note here that the color has changed. So before we had more glowing shades and more lights, and in this one, because of the reference image, it was a darker armor for the character in this image. So now our character in our image does have, our futuristic female warrior does have a darker armor in this one, but you can still see that there are some glowing lines here. And then also the background has changed a little bit to a wider background. So you can, go over and you can change that in your prompt and add in more details like that if it is something you would like to change. Otherwise, it's pretty good. So now what you can do is you can repeat this with different pose images. So you can add in any different poses, and you can use those images to generate consistent characters in different actions, like maybe running or sitting or interacting with objects. So if we add in those different poses, then those will be followed here as well in the image generations. So we went over two methods, standard prompting and then ControlNet. So the standard prompts that we used work best when you want fast, creative results without worrying about extra positioning. They're useful for concept art or background visuals or just general idea generation. And when you go towards the ControlNet, where you add in reference images or reference videos or elements, so you do that when you need precision and consistency. It's ideal for YouTube thumbnails, for story scenes, and for character-based content. So if you're working on anything that requires the same character or specific poses, ControlNet makes a huge difference. So we've learned that standard prompts are great for quick and creative outputs, but they lack control. ControlNet gives you that missing piece by letting you guide the structure of your image. Just remember to keep your prompt simple and focused so that the AI understands the style clearly. Use clean and clear pose reference images, avoid blurry or overly complex ones. Combine strong prompts with ControlNet instead of relying on just one method. And so that is it for the tutorial. Once you start combining both methods, your results become more consistent, more professional, and much easier to work with.